Okay, so I was just filming intros and stuff, and we have a special visitor. She wanted to come and say hi. This is Maya. She is my love, my little baby, and yeah, she just wanted to come say hi. As I was filming, she was pawing at the door, so you know, I have to let her in. So anyway, so thanks for coming to this video. We're gonna be doing this blue daisy. You can do this any color that you want. I'll put like the inspo up here for this, but basically crazy daisies, if you've ever seen those at the grocery store. I really love them, and I wanted to make like a bunch of different color flowers kind of inspired by like the really like multicolored bouquets and stuff. So this is our blue daisy, and yeah, you could easily do this in yellow. But yeah, this is the painting, and let's get to it. Okay, so starting with our colors, today we're doing just 4 colors. White, yellow, ochre, red, and blue. And we're going to be making our first shade, which is a light blue. And we're just going to be mixing this up, taking our titanium white, a little bit of blue, and I took a little bit of red, and you could add a little bit of yellow ochre as well. And you're just going to mix that up. I moved some to the side, and because it's going to be our mid-tone blue, and then we're going to take some of our blue out of the tube, mixing that together, maybe with a little red, a little yellow ochre, and creating a deep blue. And then next we're going to be creating 3 shades for our green stem. So we're going to start with our yellow ochre and then adding some blue. So to the one on the right, we're going to be adding the most blue, and then less as we go to the left. So this is our mid-tone blue here that we're mixing up, and that is going to be yellow ochre mixed with blue, and then on the left we're going to add more yellow ochre and more white. So now let's get started into our daisy. So for this painting, we're going to be using our mid-tone blue to block in the main color, and then we'll be alternating with light blue and dark blue in order to create that depth and value into each petal. So I'm just going through with a round brush and I'm filling in each shape. And the panel that I'm painting on is a canvas panel. It is a 5x7, and I got these from Michael's. They're super affordable, super nice, easy, and just like really just like great to work on, honestly. So I'm gonna go in here with my dark blue, and I'm focusing that color on the inner part of the petal and the outer. So I'm just kind of creating a little bit of depth and shadow, and then I'm going to add some light details with our light blue to just kind of create that like fold, like some of the petals will be folding inwards, and then we'll add that. And then where the petals are curving and kind of have like a little bit of a shape, they're not like perfectly straight, we're going to add some light blue to kind of create those curves. And I'm adding dark blue where there is overlapping in the petals, so just adding that as a shadow for petals that are underneath other petals. So I'm using the same brush for this and mixing as I go, so I'm not cleaning off my brush in between. I'm just going in with each color, and it really creates a nice smooth transition when you're blending between shades. I like the round brush for this too because it fills in the shape of flower petals really nicely. When you press, you can kind of get a like finer tip and then it'll like spread out as it goes, like as you drag the paintbrush, and it creates like a really nice natural glide to the flower petals. So I'm just going through and adding in some highlights, and you can even add some more white like I'm doing here, just to kind of make those petals pop a little bit more. The ones on the bottom are closer to us, so I'm just adding a little bit more white to those. I'm lightening it up. Okay, so now I'm adding a little bit more depth with our dark blue and a little bit more details. This is a small like detail brush, so you can really kind of like get in the crevices and add more detail and more shape and dimension. Where the flower petals are folding over, I'm adding some of our light blue mixed with a little more white, and I'm creating those folds in the flower. And then applying our dark shade right along that edge so it really contrasts well. Okay, so now I'm going to mix up a brown shade for our center, and I'm going to be adding just a little bit more white, yellow ochre, and I'm going to also be adding some burnt umber to the palette. I'm going to mix up a light brown and dark brown. As you can see here, I'm adding blue to the burnt umber for the dark brown. I'm going to start with that as our base, and I'm just going to fill in this circle. My camera cut out when I did the stem, but all I did was lay some green and that mid-tone green, and then I added some dark green to the outside and light green to the center and kind of blended that together. It's super simple, but sorry I don't have the footage for that. But anyway, we'll move on to the center of the flower, which is going to be with our brown. I am adding some white, yellow ochre, and burnt umber to the palette, and I'm just going to mix up 2 shades of brown. One lighter brown where I mix in a little bit of white and a little bit of yellow ochre, and then a deeper brown where I mix in the burnt umber and the ultramarine blue, and that'll be our dark brown. And then I'm just going to fill in the center with the dark brown shade, and then I'm going to dot on the light brown and add like a nice kind of texture. And that's pretty much it. So let's see the final painting. And that concludes this video of our Crazy Daisy. It was super fun to make, and I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please like, comment, subscribe, and you can follow me on Instagram, TikTok, and obviously here on YouTube. And yeah, so thanks for watching, and I will see you in my next video.